Hey everyone, how's it going? Today, let's take an in-depth look at the all-new 2012 Chevrolet Sonic LTZ Turbo Hatchback. And this is going to be a full, in-depth tour of the Sonic Turbo. We'll start it up, show the engine, get an exhaust clip, and go over the performance data, and show you a bunch of the features on the interior as well as exterior. And today, I'm at Hendrick Chevrolet Cadillac in Monroe, North Carolina. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and start it up, let it run. It's the jet black exterior with black leather interior and brick accenting. The Turbo comes standard with a 6-speed manual transmission. Beautiful. Very smooth power-assisted steering with a full leather-wrapped steering wheel. Nice soft grain, side bolstering extensions, as well as satin silver accenting going across the steering wheel and chrome accenting coming down the middle. Like I said, this particular one comes standard with a 6-speed manual. It's a nice smooth fluid shifter, pull up, over, and up for reverse, and it's chrome accented with a leather shift boot. And so, we're going to cut on the headlamps, fog lamps, as well as the hazards. Automatic driver's side window. And we're going to check out the exterior, shall we? Chevrolet Sonic is an all-new model debuting for 2012 to replace the dated and outgoing Chevrolet Aveo that was phased out in the 2011 model year. It's bold and distinctive with unique styling, especially in the hatchback form, that provide a nice amount of aggressive, sporty styling, interior and exterior refinements, drivability, as well as available features and customization. Overall, with its added practicality, definitely makes it a much more competitive vehicle than its predecessor. Unique styling up front with the new age traditional Chevrolet horizontal grille. You'll notice that the headlamps actually don't have a cover over it, but have two separate light beams. And as we come down the hood here, you'll see your integrated swoops coming in to meet the front and center, gives it a lot more of a forward-facing overall look. Smooth sides with subtle styling lines, tapering down to the front fenders, meeting into modestly flared fenders. On this LTZ model, you have these specific 17-inch painted aluminum alloy wheels riding on hand-cooked tires measuring 205/50. You have disc brakes in front and drums in the rear, and the overall optional rim package that comes with the LTZ model gives a little bit more of a, definitely not more of a sportier touch than the standard LT or LS models. The Sonic weighs 2,808 pounds and has a length of 159 inches, a width of 68.3 inches, and a height of 59.7 inches. Coming in across the back, you have your flush rear spoiler, as well as your optional full power sunroof. The back end is by far the most unique thing about the hatchback version of the Sonic, with tail lamps that are actually styled in a similar fashion to the front headlamps, as they don't have one overlying cover to them. It's actually separated into the different units, as you can kind of see here. and your subtle turbo badging. Basically the only thing about the exterior that sets it apart from the standard Sonic hatchback. And we're going to pop the hood. While standard Chevrolet Sonic models come with a 1.8-liter 4-cylinder, the turbo comes with what is essentially the same engine from the Chevrolet Cruze, a turbocharged and intercooled 1.4-liter 16-valve 4-cylinder. Iron block and aluminum heads with port fuel injection puts out 138 horsepower at 4,900 RPM and 148 foot-pounds of torque at 1,850 RPM. 0 to 60 mile-an-hour times is around 8.2 seconds with a quarter-mile time of 16.5 seconds at 85 miles an hour. Horsepower ratings for the 1.8-liter and 1.4 turbo actually don't differ, where the biggest difference is with the turbo is the torque, whereas the standard 1.8-liter makes around 125 foot-pounds. Independent McPherson struck front suspension with a torsion beam rear suspension and front and rear stabilizer bars. With a 12.2-gallon fuel tank, the EPA estimates the miles per gallon rating for this vehicle is around 29 city, 40 highway. Interior build quality is a lot better than you'd expect out of a car in this class. Interior fitment is quite good, practically zero creaks or rattles, and feels very tight going down the road. You have your lower storage down below, all of your power windows, power mirrors, power locks are located up on the dash, and you can see your two-tone brick pattern coming across the door and blending across the dash. Fully manual seating, like I said, wrapped in the full leatherette treatment upgraded from the standard cloth interior. Full perforations also with brick accenting. And your color contrast stitching. The seats are soft, plenty of padding, with a little bit of side bolstering also to keep you a little bit planted in the seat. Your side airbags, height adjustable headrests, adjustable seat belts, and like I said, your full manual adjustments are located down below here with your manual height adjustment. Color accented floor mats, standard driver knee airbag for increased safety, as well as a manually tilting telescoping steering wheel. And let's go ahead and see how she sounds. Nice and smooth, very little vibration transfers into the cab, provides a bit of a unique engine note. Going to shut her up. Nice and tight. Standard 6-speaker audio system with in-dash CD player and standard XM satellite radio. Impressive audio quality, a plentiful amount of bass response, pretty nice for the standard system in a smaller vehicle. Your auxiliary inputs located here, your preset stations, activation your menu here, go between your favorites, selection your category, tune, changing your band, between your AM and FM, tone and changing all your sound settings, OnStar hands-free calling, storing numbers, as well as hands-free calling.
Ready? Thank you. Goodbye.
Pretty simple. Basically walks you through it once you set it up with your OnStar representative. Changing your clock settings, activation of your CD auxiliary input, seek, and inputting your favorite stations, as well as song information. Curving dash, plenty of style to it. Side curtain airbags. Manually dimming rearview mirror with their integrated OnStar controls, automatic sunroof. And your interior illumination. And as we come down the center stack, it's all painted satin silver with integrated storage pockets across the side and a little tray up there. Simple to use climate control, your fan speed, different zones, front defrost, as well as heated seats for both the driver and passenger. Your lock and unlock is located up top. Storage pocket down below, driver's seat armrest, cup holders and rear cup holder, and your traction control and window lockout. You also have a 12-volt power outlet in the center. As you can see going across the steering wheel, you have your radio controls, your hands-free calling as I showed you earlier, cruise control, your intermittent wipers, and with the analog and digital speedometer cluster in the new Sonic, you also have an integrated driver information system that shows up in the top and bottom of the digital portion. You have two menus, the first one being your fuel data, located up top, as well as other vehicle systems. Then switch it over, language select, and then down below, your trip computer. Pretty simple. And all your warning indicator lights show up in those little indicators right there. And another unique styling cue is the aircraft inspired vents. To close them, just twist it, and it brings up a little cover. Pretty nifty. Fantastic little subcompact. Gonna shut her down. And we'll check out the back seat. Back seat room is pretty good for a smaller vehicle. I think you have a little bit more headspace in the hatchback model than the sedan does. Just by the way the door is shaped, coming a little bit more rectangular down here instead of a traditional slant down. Pretty basic panels in the rear. And the same leather upholstery styling as the front. For increased practicality, the back seat does fold and greatly expands your cargo space. Solid rear doors, integrated coat hooks. I'm about 5'10", and with the seat positioned as I was sitting in up front a little while earlier, I still have about 1.5 inches of leg space and probably 2.5 inches to 3 inches of head space. Not bad at all. Just pop it up and remove it. Simple as that for taller items. Then just fold back down the middle seats, and then you have quite a practical little vehicle. It's also illuminated in the back. Storage well down below. Manual passenger seat as well, minus a height adjustment. Split level glove compartment. You have your lower portion, opens nice and easy, with a nice amount of space, as well as an upper portion, with just modest storage. And you also have an extra auxiliary input, as well as your USB input. The Chevrolet Sonic is an absolute brilliant replacement for the outgoing Chevrolet Aveo, or it was phased out last year. With improvements in performance, styling, features, and build quality, it's already been a hit with the 4-door, and definitely going to be a hit with more performance-minded individuals with the new turbo model. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed this in-depth look at the 2012 Chevrolet Sonic Hatchback Turbo. Be sure to stay tuned next time, there's a lot more where that came from. Take care everybody.